We all have to say sorry sometimes, even when it can be very hard. When I went to Germany, I had to put things right with a big blue engine called Frieda. But saying sorry isn't as easy as it looks. All aboard for a big adventure!
Thomas says sorry. It was Thomas's first day on the German railway. He was very excited. The Fat Controller had agreed to let Thomas help out for a while.
I cannot wait to see the engines here on the railway.
Thomas soon arrived at the main station. It was bigger than Thomas thought it was. But as he stopped in the station, he noticed it was very quiet. There was only a couple of passengers on the platform and a station master and porter trying to fix a wheel on a trolley cart. Thomas was now very puzzled.
Hello? Is anyone about? Hello?
What is all this noise? Ah, you must be the engine from the island of Sodor.
That's right. I'm Thomas the Tank Engine.
Well then, let me be the first to say Guten Tag, Thomas.
Guten Tag?
That means good day, Thomas.
Oh, well, hello, sir. I mean, Guten Tag, sir.
Thank you, Thomas. My name is Mr. Vincent. I am controller of the railway.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Vincent, sir.
Likewise, Thomas. Now, I would like you to work in the shunting yards, sorting out trucks and coaches for the other engines. Then, afterwards, I can move you on to other jobs.
Yes, sir. I can do that, sir. Where can I start?
Can you please shunt those trucks over there and get them ready for Frieda to collect?
Of course I can, sir. I'll get onto it right away.
Good, good. That's what I like to hear. Now, I need to get back to my jobs.
Goodbye, Mr. Vincent, sir. What a nice man.
Thomas puffed into the shunting yards to load up on coal, and then fill up on water. Then he was to work shunting trucks. There was a lot to shunt, but Thomas didn't mind. He liked being really useful, and shunting trucks was one of the things he did best. Soon, the goods train was ready, and Thomas shunted the last truck into place. He felt very pleased. Then, he heard the sound of a whistle he remembered.
That sounds like Frieda!
Sure enough, it was Frieda. She was backing up to the water tower to fill her tender up with water. Thomas was very happy to see her. He raced over to her.
Hello, Frieda. Remember me?
Oh, you? I remember you all right.
I'm Thomas the Tank Engine.
Really? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back on your railway doing your own jobs?
Sir Topham Hatt agreed that I can help out on the German railway for a while and help all of you out.
What? Well, if you're going to help out, just make sure you don't get in the way.
Alright, Frieda, you're all filled up. Let's go and collect your train.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse me, Thomas, I have a goods train to collect.
All right, Frieda.
Thomas puffed on to the next line to let Frieda collect her trucks. Thomas noticed that Frieda was not looking happy at all. He couldn't understand why. He watched as Frieda backed onto her train. Frieda was still looking a bit cross.
I shunted these trucks for you, Frieda. There are a lot of trucks for you to take away.
I know, but I don't see what that has got to do with you.
Cheer up, Frieda. Just think, I'll be learning things whilst I'm working here. And who knows, you and I might get a chance to work together. Won't that be great?
Okay, let's get a few things straight. You keep out of my way while you're working here, and don't talk to me unless it's important. And as for you and I working together on some jobs, the answer to that is 9.
9?
That means no.
What's the matter, Frieda? Why are you so grumpy to see me?
You don't know? I'm very surprised you don't remember.
But Frieda, I don't understand.
Look, just leave me alone, Thomas.
Thomas watched as Frieda and her train puffed out of the yards and onto the main line. He was now beginning to feel very sad. Thomas puffed back into the main station to rest his wheels. He was feeling puzzled as to why Frieda had shouted at him like that.
I don't understand why Frieda shouted at me. She said I don't remember why she's grumpy with me. But the only other time I met her was back when I met her at the Great Railway Show. So, unless... Bust my buffers! This place is even bigger than I thought it would be. So many engines! How am I going to find... Gordon? Gordon! Thank goodness I found... Oh, you're not Gordon.
Do I look like a Gordon? My name is Frieda.
Oops, my bad.
Some engines.
Oh no, that must be why Frieda is not happy with me. I mistook her for my friend Gordon when I was trying to find him. Oh dear, how am I going to put things right with Frieda?
What's that about, Frieda?
Thomas jumped in surprise. He looked towards the next platform and was very surprised to see another engine there. The engine was big. He had a coat of yellow paint with red stripes, large wheels, large plates on the side of his boiler, and had the number 213 written on his tender. Thomas had never seen an engine like that before.
Hello? I mean, guten Tag. My name is Thomas.
Oh, hello Thomas. Very happy to meet you. My name is Jonas.
Hello, Jonas. Sorry. I'm just a bit down at the moment.
I heard you say something about Frieda. Is everything alright?
Well, not really. It's kind of a long story.
Why? What's happened?
Thomas told Jonas the whole story about the time he had went to the Great Railway Show to try and find his friend Gordon, but had ended up upsetting Frieda. Jonas listened carefully as Thomas spoke.
I had to find Gordon and give him his safety valve before the race started. But when I arrived, I couldn't see him anywhere. But then I thought I saw him by the judges. But when I got closer, I realised it was Frieda, and she didn't take too kindly to my mistake. She seemed cross with me because she thought that I thought she was Gordon. Now Frieda is cross with me because of all of this.
Ah, I see. This was all a big misunderstanding then. You mistook Frieda for your friend Gordon, and she hasn't forgotten about it.
It looks like it. I wish I had looked first before I ran in.
It's okay to make mistakes, Thomas. Everyone makes mistakes, even me. But we can put things right in the end.
I wish I could put things right with Frieda, but I don't know how.
Have you tried saying sorry to her, Thomas? Saying sorry is a good start to putting things right.
I don't know, Jonas. Frieda is quite a grumpy engine. I don't think she will accept my apology.
Frieda isn't a bad engine, Thomas. True, she can be grumpy at times, but underneath all of that, she's a kind engine who does care about everyone around her.
Jonas, I'm glad you're here. Your next train is due to leave in a few minutes. Can you take it for me, please?
Of course, sir. Thomas, could you shunt my vans for me, please?
Of course I can, Jonas. Leave it to me.
Soon, Thomas was busy shunting vans ready for Jonas to take away. At last, the train was ready, and Thomas shunted them behind Jonas. Jonas was very impressed with Thomas's shunting.
My goodness, Thomas! That was very quick shunting.
Yes, indeed. You certainly are fitting into the railway very well, Thomas.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's me off then. Goodbye, Thomas. I hope you put things right with Frieda.
Goodbye, Jonas. I hope so too.
Remember, Thomas, saying sorry is a good way to start putting things right.
Thank you, Jonas.
A while later, Thomas was taking on water at the water tower. He was thinking about what he was going to say to Frieda when they next met. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't think of anything to say that could help him out.
I wish I could put things right with Frieda. I do want to make friends with her.
He then looked towards the platform and saw the platform was full of passengers. He was very amazed at the number he saw. Then, Mr. Vincent came running up to him.
Thomas! Thomas! Could you hurry, please? The next passenger train is due to leave the station in a bit. Could you collect the coaches and shunt them ready for Frieda, please?
Yes, sir. I'll get right onto it.
Thomas raced over to collect the coaches from the goods shed. He collected them from the goods shed and was coupled up. Then, as he pulled them out of the shed, he heard Frieda's whistle. Frieda puffed into the station, still feeling cross.
I hope that silly Thomas isn't still here. I haven't time to waste with that little engine.
Thomas heard this and made him feel sad. But then he remembered what Jonas said.
Saying sorry is a good way to start putting things right.
Thomas put on a brave face and made his way towards the platform. He carefully shunted the coaches behind Frieda.
Oh, wow! What an adorable tank engine!
Oh, hello. My name is Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. My name is Colette. We're going to the big station by the canal. It's going to be fun.
Come along, Colette. We don't want to miss our train now, do we?
Oh, yes, coming, Vati. Bye, Thomas. I hope to see you again soon.
Bye, Colette. Hello, Frieda. I shunted your coaches for you.
You again? Oh, I had thought you'd be away from the station by now.
Frieda, do not speak to Thomas like that. He is working very hard and is proving to be very useful. You should be more kinder to him. He's collected your coaches for your passengers and he's sorted out your trucks earlier. The least you can do is to say thank you right now.
Thank you for collecting my coaches, Thomas.
That's all right, Frieda.
There, that's better. I'm sure you two will get along just fine.
I hear from one of the passengers that they are going to the canal at the next station. Is it a big canal?
Yes, it is, Thomas. But I don't have time to talk about things like that with silly little engines like you.
Frieda, there's something I need to tell you. It's...
Whatever it is, I don't want to hear it.
Thomas watched sadly as Frieda puffed away with her passenger train. But he decided to be friendly again.
Goodbye, Frieda. Have a great trip.
Won't that tank engine engine ever leave me alone?
Frieda was soon racing along the main line with her passenger train, but she was still feeling cross about Thomas.
Honestly, doesn't that Thomas know when he is not wanted? Fancy thinking I was golden. Who does he think he is?
Take it steady, Frieda. You don't want to use up all your water at once, do you?
But Frieda wasn't paying any attention. She was too busy being grumpy and cross. Back at the station, Thomas was shunting some more coaches into the platform for another engine to take away. He was now feeling worse than he did earlier.
How can I put things right with Frieda now?
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Jonas.
Did you manage to say sorry to Frieda?
No, Jonas. Frieda wouldn't give me a chance. She won't listen to me.
Oh, that Frieda. Don't worry, Thomas. I will have stern words with Frieda when I next see her.
Mr. Vincent, what's wrong?
I've just had a phone call. It's an emergency. Frieda has run out of water and is stranded on the main line. Jonas, could you go and help her, please?
I wish I could, sir, but I have to collect my next train, and there's no other engine to collect it.
Oh no, now what will I do?
Don't worry, sir. I can help Frieda. Let me go.
But you're not strong enough to pull Frieda and her coaches, Thomas.
I won't have to, sir. I have an idea. Leave it to me. Thomas the Tank Engine to the rescue!
Good luck, Thomas!
Thomas raced along the line as fast as his wheels would carry him. He was determined to help Frieda and the passengers on the train. But he was more determined to put things right with Frieda.
I will put things right with Frieda. I can and I will.
At last, Thomas caught up with Frieda and her passenger train. He saw the guard's warning flag on the side of the line. Thomas whistled as he arrived.
Look, Bunty, it's Thomas. He's come to help us.
Frieda, thank goodness I found you. Are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? I'm out of water and that means I'm stuck. So no, I'm not alright.
Don't worry, Frieda. I'm here to help you.
You? What can you do to help me? You're not strong enough to pull me and my coaches.
I have a better idea. I will take your passengers to the next station and then come back and help you.
Are you crazy? You'll never do it.
Have you got a better plan, Frieda? It's better this way than you having to wait till night time for another engine to help you. You need my help, Frieda, and I'm the only engine who can help you.
Frieda wasn't pleased about this, but she knew Thomas had a point. She didn't want to wait until nighttime or until another engine was available, so she decided to let Thomas help her.
Well, alright, Thomas, but don't be too long.
Frieda was uncoupled from the train, and Thomas shunted her onto the next line. The guard put out warning flags behind and in front of Frieda to warn any oncoming engines. Then, Thomas was coupled to the coaches, and he set off for the next station.
I'll get your passengers delivered safely, Frieda. I'll be right back. Don't worry.
Please hurry, Thomas. He may be a little engine, but he is very helpful. I just hope he knows what he's doing.
Thomas hoped he did too. Frieda's train was heavy, but Thomas was determined to get the passengers to the station. His cheeks went red as he pulled as hard as he could. His cheeks went red as he pulled as hard as he could.
I will make it. I will make it.
It was quite a journey, but Thomas wouldn't give up. At last, he could see the station as he rounded the bend. He whistled as he approached the station. He heaved a sigh of relief as he halted in the station. The passengers burst out of the train and ran to give Thomas 3 cheers.
Dankeschön. Thank you so much, Thomas. You're a hero.
Well done, Thomas. Thank you.
Thomas, what are you doing here? Where is Frieda?
Frieda ran out of water, Mom. I need to get us some more water, and quick!
There's a large water tanker in that siding over there. You need to take some coal trucks as well, just in case.
Yes, Mom. I'll go and collect them now.
Right. We'll look after the passengers. Leave them to us.
I'm coming, Frieda. Don't you worry. Thomas is on his way.
Frieda was feeling very lonely. She was now beginning to feel silly with herself.
I cannot believe I ran out of water and got stuck, and I had to be rescued by that tank engine from Sodor. Surely things couldn't get any worse.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Frieda. Not paying attention to your speed and not being careful with the water in your tender. And you have been very rude to Thomas. If you hadn't been so grumpy today, you wouldn't have got yourself into this mess. Plus, you wouldn't have upset Thomas so much.
Frieda listened carefully to what her driver was saying. She thought about how grumpy she had been. She then thought about Thomas, and realized how rude she had been to him. Thomas had been helping her, and trying to talk to her, and she wouldn't listen to him. Suddenly, she began to feel bad about what she had done.
I guess I was very unfair with Thomas. Thomas?
It was Thomas. He rounded the bend with his trucks and pulled alongside Frieda's tender.
Here you are, Frieda. We'll have you filled up again in no time.
Frieda was delighted. Thomas's crew helped Frieda's driver and fireman transfer the coal and water into Frieda's tender. Frieda was starting to feel much better. Thomas changed tracks and puffed up in front of Frieda. He was glad to have a chance to rest his wheels.
I got your passengers to the station, Frieda. The station master said they will find another engine to look after your train.
Thank you very much, Thomas. And thank you for bringing me the coal and water to me. That was very kind of you.
That's all right, Frieda. I always want to do my best to help. Being helpful is a very useful thing to be.
You know, for a little engine like yourself, you do have a big heart. Bigger than what I thought it was.
There we go, Frieda. You're all filled up and ready to go again.
Do you hear that, Frieda? You're better again! Hooray! What's that noise?
It sounds like...
Landslide!
Both engines looked and saw earth and stone were falling down the mountain. Thomas realized that Frieda was right in the path of the landslide.
Frieda! Watch out!
Thomas pushed Frieda out of the way just in time, but he was too late to save himself. His crew jumped clear as Thomas disappeared into the landslide. Frieda gasped as Thomas vanished behind the dust.
Thomas!
When the dust finally cleared, Frieda looked and saw Thomas was nowhere to be seen. She puffed back to the mess and tried to find Thomas.
Thomas? Thomas! Where are you? right?
I think so, Frieda. But now I'm stuck in the landslide. Frieda, I'm very sorry I upset you at the Great Railway Show by mistaking you for my friend Gordon. I was trying to get his safety valve to him. I thought you were Gordon because you're big, blue, and very strong, and very splendid in your streamlining, just like Gordon was. I didn't mean to offend you, Frieda. Really, I didn't. I was trying to help my friend, but I was sadly too late, and it's my fault you're cross with me about it. I'm sorry, Frieda.
Apology accepted.
Really? You mean that?
Yes, Thomas, I do. I can see now it was a misunderstanding and that I shouldn't have gotten so grumpy with you. Speaking of that, I'm sorry I was grumpy and rude to you. It was very wrong of me to do that.
Thank you, Frieda. I accept your apology too.
Thank you, Thomas.
I've really got myself in quite a big mess now. How am I going to get out?
Don't you worry, Thomas. You saved me from the landslide, so now it's my turn to return the favor. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Back at the main station, Mr. Vincent and Jonas were waiting and waiting for Thomas. They were both getting worried.
Thomas has been gone for a very long time. I hope nothing has happened to him.
I'm sure everything is alright, sir. Maybe Thomas has had a rest at the next station after helping Frieda.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I think we should... Well, I'll be...
Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Sure enough, there was Frieda, pulling the empty coal trucks and tanker, and pushing a very dusty, dirty, and dented Thomas. Mr. Vincent and Jonas were both very surprised as Frieda pulled into the platform and stopped beside Mr. Vincent.
Thomas, what happened to you? How did this happen to you?
There was a landslide, sir, and it was heading straight for Frieda. I'm sorry, sir.
Thomas pushed me out of the way of the landslide, sir, but he was too late to save himself and he got stuck inside it. Thomas rescued me, sir, twice. So it was my turn to rescue him.
My goodness me, you two finally did have an adventure up there, didn't you?
Well, Thomas, what can I say? You certainly have been a big help today. You worked hard in the yards, helped Frieda's passengers to the next station, and saved Frieda from a landslide. I am very pleased with you. You are indeed a really useful engine.
Well done, Thomas. Well done.
Thomas was very happy to have heard this. He tried to blow his whistle, but it wouldn't work properly. It was blocked by earth and rock.
Not to worry, Thomas. We'll have you fixed up and repaired in no time. Frieda, could you take Thomas to the repair shed, please?
With pleasure, sir.
Well done, Frieda. I'm very proud of you today.
Me too, Frieda. Thank you for rescuing me from the landslide.
That's all right, Thomas. And thank you for coming to my rescue.
That's alright, Frieda. Does this mean we're friends now?
Yeah, Thomas, yeah.
Yeah?
That means yes, Thomas. Yes.
Wow!
Come on, Thomas. Let's get you to the repair shed.